Finish the swing with X. All right, so I actually stole this play from Uncle Gerald, man. So this is what happened on February 19th. We hopped in at X at 17:47. All right, this is when I posted it, uh, and then this is the chart as of that day. Right, so we were buying at $17 and some change. The price target was $24. The price target for X just hit, so X is now at 24.05. Right, it could keep running, but I'm getting out of this position. So let's go look at this chart. All right, so what we end up doing is we bought here at 17 on February 19th. We bought around here and we just hit our price target. So our price target was based on the previous high. So the previous high was $24. Notice how the price goes right back to where it used to be, right? So that's the whole theory that price has memory. The price went right back to where it was. We bought there, we sold it there, right? So think about this. If you were to set, if this is when you bought X, imagine you buy X on this date, right? So you can't see any of this right here. All this is blacked out, right? So imagine that today is December 28th and you're trying to buy X, right? Now you need a price target. If you use this previous high as a price target, look when it hits the previous high right here, right? So that's a very good way for you to determine where your previous high is going to be. I mean, where your price target is going to be. Just use the previous high, which is right here. So that's what we did here. We bought in here. We used this as the previous high, right? Does that make sense? I hope everyone understands the previous highs. Same thing here. Look down here. If you were to buy X here and you're setting your price target, if you use the previous high, which is right here, you would have hit it on this day. If not that day, then this day. All right, so that's why we use the previous high as our price target. Price has memory. It's almost never failed. So the thing is, we don't know how fast it'll get there. We just know it'll get there. All right. So now we have a hot RSI. The RSI is at 70. See, the RSI was at 70. So just because it touched 70 doesn't mean it's going to fall today, but it could fall tomorrow or the next day or next week. We don't know. You see how long this RSI was hot for a quick second. This RSI was hot for a while. You see the RSI was hot here and it still kept running and then eventually pulled back. The RSI was hot here and then it pulled back. So the RSI might stay hot for a week, for 2 weeks, and this might keep running. This might run past 30. Who knows? But trade is complete. We made some decent money here, so good 35% return on our money. Now I'm hopping out of this and I'll take the money plus the profit and go do something else with it, right? So it played out really, look at that. Played out perfectly. Buy low, sell high. Everyone says it, but no one does it. Everyone says it and no one does it. We bought it here and it hit our price target, right? So Key called some option plays here. I actually made money with his option plays today with X, but this is just specifically the swing trade. Now, I want you guys to understand this as well when it comes to this trading stuff. Buying on this day and selling when it goes, just holding on to it. Actually, if this was just going to be a hold, right? Buying here and just holding it to now, your money has tripled already. Should be about a 300 and something percent return. So even if you're not into the whole trading thing, you just want to buy a good position and hold it, know when to buy, which would have been here, and you could just hold it. Right? 240 should be right here. All right, so even if you aren't into trading, even if you're into investing, know when these prices pull back that you can get a good entry point, right? So you could have, if you didn't want to trade this, you could have just bought it here or you could have just bought it here, or you could have bought it here. So this is why you should use technical analysis even if you're an investor, because then you know how to find good buy areas, right? Boom. All right, so if you're going to trade it, go back to the previous high. If you're going to trade it, go back to the previous high. If you're going to trade it, go back to the previous high. Worked out perfectly. This trade is complete. Oh, look what happened. Oh, starting to turn over. All right, so we're out of this. Hit our price target. Good job, everyone.